Hello and a warm welcome to Federal special program Capital Beat. Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra started on 14th January and it started from Manipur. After Manipur, it entered Nagaland and currently Rahul Gandhi is in Assam, where an FIR has been lodged against the Yatra organizer KB Baiju for allegedly deviating from the permitted route. Now, the $1 million question is that how has the response of the yatra been in Northeast? Uh, does it seem to be getting any electoral gain, or is it just a planned event with no outcomes? Joining me now is Samir Purkasa, senior editor with the Federal, who was with Rahul Gandhi. He was traveling during the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, which started from Manipur, and he followed Rahul Gandhi up to Jorhat. Thank you so much, Samir, for joining. We have Mr. K. Terry, who's the former Nagaland Congress chief. So thank you so much for joining. And let me begin. I welcome both of you on the program. And Samir, I'll begin with you because you're still on the way and returning to Calcutta. How was the response of the Yatra, specifically talking about Manipur? Because it made a lot of noise. We all read reports that the response was very, very good in Manipur. But what was the actual situation? Could he actually pull a huge crowd in Manipur?
Yeah, definitely. Throughout this yatra, we trailed him from Imphal to Jorhat. So throughout the yatra, he was drawing huge crowd. In Manipur, the permission was given for only 3,000, but on the day of flag off, so the permission was given for 3,000, but the actual crowd shot up beyond the permitted limit by many fold. So the jatra is drawing crowd. But as you were rightly pointed out, what will be its impact on the EVM? So, as Congress has been saying, this is not some kind of electoral event. It's not election campaign. They are doing it for ideological battle. See, now since 2014, Indian political scenario has drastically changed. Now, it's not the fight is not limited to only political battle. The BJP's detractors, they also need to fight a different kind of ideology, which is the BJP RSS is promoting in this country. And so, in that way, the Rahul Gandhi's yatra, when he is conveying the message of goodwill, brotherhood, uh, it may take time, but this is definitely a good initiative. And drilling to the people, hammering on and on,
Right.
like hammering it that like this it's a kind of ideological campaign
Right.
which the Congress is
If I
doing,
may
but
interrupt you,
parallelly.
Samir, if I may interrupt you, when you were in Manipur, people did say that, the prime minister needs to go to Manipur because Manipur is a state which needs a healing touch. Now,
Exactly.
did you ever felt that the yatra was providing a healing touch to the people in Manipur? Did you
see
have that kind of feeling?
See, the healing touch this yatra won't be able to provide, because the solution, it's Congress is in the opposition, so the solution should come from the ruling party, and it's a double engine sarkar in Manipur. The BJP is in power both in the center and the state. Yeah, so it's they who need to heal. But the message which he is sending to both the communities, that you need to forgive and forget, and that kind of there should be feeling of brotherhood. So the message he is sending, and it may take time. Even this ideology of Hindutva getting root in this country took more than 100 years. Overnight it didn't happen. RSS from
Right.
1920s, they had been trying and trying. Now they have started getting results. So this is an ideological battle, but there is a two-pronged objective. Parallelly, see, now Mr. Thiria will know better, when so many Congress workers are involved in this in managing and organizing this event. So this also galvanized the party units. After a long time, they are getting some real program on the ground. They are supposed to go on the ground, and then interactions with the leader, new young leader, young party men are learning lots from their senior. Now, for instance, Congress uh, he won this
Your audio is breaking.
yeah,
Samir, your audio is breaking in between. So just try and reconnect your audio. In the meanwhile, I'll go to Mr. Terry. Mr. Terry, when the Yatra entered Nagaland, would you really say that it will really help Congress in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections, the Yatra which Rahul Gandhi has embarked upon?
You see, when we say Bharat Jodo Nyay yatra, in the beginning, people did not understand the meaning. So we interpreted that it is March India for unity and justice. Thereafter, people have understood and slowly started walking to the march. Of course, not only in Nagaland or Manipur or the Assam, the entire citizen of India requires unity and justice. We are discriminated. Now, in the fight of Hindus versus Hindus, Muslims are attacked, Christians are attacked for no reason. And I think it is the duty of the Hindus to see that the minorities are taken care. This should be the sense of a nation. Now, with the yatra and the assurance Rahul Gandhi has given, I think no other leader in the nation understands more than Rahul Gandhi, who has understood the breadth and length of the nation. And he has been interacting with people on his way. And he understands the difficulties, the grievances, the discriminations. And they want justice. They want peace. For Nagaland, surely there will be impact, because when Rahul Gandhi spoke about Naga political problem, that Modi has betrayed. Modi has no solution. After even signing, he has gone back. Now 7 years, that framework agreement has been signed in between Government of India and the NNCNI. And he can't implement because he doesn't have solution. And Rahul Gandhi exactly understands. This actually has touched the heart of our people. Now, another group.
Mr. Terry, you are saying that the people of Nagaland feel betrayed, and this is what Rahul Gandhi reiterated in his Nyay Yatra, and this has touched the hearts of the people in Nagaland. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because we all want peace and settlement. We are paying 28 factions taxes, and they're all in peace agreement with the Government of India. And state government is not in control. Neither the central government is in control. Every day, on every item, it is being extorted. The whole market is funding now terrorists, including the government, the state government. And Nagaland, BJP government has nothing to feel about Manipur, about Nagaland, or even the Northeast. I think Prime Minister comes to Northeast only for holidays, nothing more than that. This is the situation.
Right. So you're hopeful that Congress will do well in the Lok Sabha elections because of the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra?
I can't say that positively or negatively as of now, because
okay,
everybody, all the 60 MLAs are in ruling. We have oppositionless government. This is the first of its kind in the nation.
Right.
We are ashamed, but we can't help as an opposition member because everybody has been tailed, hooked by BJP through ED, CBI, NIA. So everybody is afraid. So this is the way they are ruling, not only Nagaland, but I think the entire nation.
Right. So in a way, you are saying that you're not sure about the electoral outcome of the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra as far as Nagaland is concerned. Now I'll come to Samir. Now Samir, the earlier version of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, where the tagline was "Nafrat ke bazaar mein mohabbat ki dukan," now that has transformed and gone one notch ahead, and they are talking about the Nyay and the justice. What is the kind of difference which you could feel on the ground when you look at the first leg of the yatra and when you see the second leg of the yatra?
This is obviously the sequel. So Rahul Gandhi said that after this Mohabbat, the natural natural course is through justice. So this time he has embarked on a yatra to spread the message of justice, nyay, because only if justice is established, then Mohabbat can also follow. So, see, these are two um, we can say the two sides of the same coin. But and so that way, it's just it's a sequel of the earlier version. But an earlier version was Padyatra. This is hybrid. So mostly he is traveling in a bus because in very short time he needs to cover a longer distance. So uh, uh, this time it's a hybrid, not as much and not as much on foot.
No, but
So
sorry
no.
if I may interrupt you because a lot of viewers would be interested in knowing because you've seen the way the yatra is traveling in the hybrid format. Does this second version of the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra look much more organized, better managed than the first leg of the yatra?
See, yeah, they have because they are also learning from the experience. Uh, but from what we get to heard from the Congress sources, Rahul Gandhi is itching to hit the road. Because traveling through buses that doesn't really connect. So the Congress sources are saying he is eager to hit the street. And yesterday, as soon as the yatra reached the plains of Assam, he actually walked quite a stretch, around 2 kilometer stretch in Jorhat town. So he took this thing. He embarked on a padyatra.
Right.
So, but otherwise, like logistic wise, um, like the previous version, he is staying in a containers. Around 45 containers have been arranged. So in the outskirts, um, he is holding meetings, meeting people. Like in Nagaland, he met Nagaho leaders. So this time also. On the way, he is taking some people from common people from the streets to get into the bus, talk to him. So that way he is trying to reach out to the people because in the bus he cannot uh, directly connect with the people. So in the bus that constraint is there. Like when the direct connect is less this time, unlike the previous yatra. But this time he will be covering the more distance. So that is again the plus in this yatra. So the other these are some some minor differences.
All right. Now, Mr. Terry, if I may come to you, you've been the Nagaland Congress chief, and looking at the way things are happening in Assam, because you're also keeping a tab of how things are unfolding for Congress in Northeast. Why do you think that an FIR has been lodged against Rahul Gandhi's organizer, KB Baiju? Now, is it a sign of desperation on the part of Himanta Biswa Sarma, who's the chief minister of Assam? Does he look worried because of the success of the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra? What is your assumption?
I think Himanta Biswa Sarma is desperate now because he's digging his own grave because of a lot of corruptions, and also what will Rahul Gandhi or any leader harm when they're marching for unity and justice? That term, I think, should not be misunderstood by a man like Chief, who is holding the chair of chief minister. It is silly. I think this is sending a wrong message to Assam people.
Right. But you think that the BJP government in Assam looks worried and desperate? They are scared that electorally they might lose because of the attraction which the yatra is getting?
Yes, surely there is a lot of impact. We hear a lot of complaint from the people of Assam about the way Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma has been dictating them. The family has been dictating them. So it has become a dictator, and he speaks beyond his prescription as chief minister in many occasions. This is embarrassing the elite society of Assam and also Northeast.
Right.
We don't do that.
Right.
He's a member of Northeast.
Right. But Mr. Cherry, Himanta Biswa Sarma also made a very polarizing comment yesterday, saying that it's not a Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, but it's a Mia Yatra, in the sense that, Bharat Jodo Yatra is moving across Muslim-dominated areas. That is what he meant. Now, why do you think he made a disparaging comment like this?
No, he is a negative man. He is a negative man. He will always tell something negative to what we are doing. Justice. We are for the justice and also for unity. We want to see people live in peace. We want to see that everybody is respected. We don't want to see anybody is discriminated or harmed, or anybody's sentiment is harmed. We feel that we must live at equals in all fronts. But Himanta Biswa Sarma says, I don't need Muslim vote. I don't need Christian vote. This is not politics. This is just a discrimination.
Right.
Can they really eliminate Muslims or Christians from India? No.
True.
We're all equals.
Right.
And Hindus are more wise and more matured than any one of us. And
No,
so
but
I
from
can
what
see
you are
that
saying,
many
Mr.
Hindus.
Terry, Mr. Terry, from what you're saying, do I understand that because of the massive impact of the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, especially in Assam, do you see Congress gaining from this yatra? There are 14 Lok Sabha seats in Assam, and I'm purely going by what you and Samir are telling me, that the yatra has got a phenomenal attraction. People are getting attracted to the yatra. It has a huge impact. So is it going to convert electorally in terms of votes for the Congress, especially talking about Assam?
Sure. The quality of Himanta Biswa Sarma and the quality of Rahul Gandhi is an ocean-wide differences. So people are being naturally impacted and attracted to justice and unity. This is a need even in Assam.
Right. All right. Now, Samir, let me come back to Manipur, because Manipur has been the question. The Prime Minister has not gone to that state, despite the bruised hearts, despite all the pain and anguish which the people of Manipur had to suffer. Now, when the Bharat Jodo Yatra entered Manipur, what is the kind of response did you see amongst the people? Did they feel that, Rahul Gandhi is there to heal them? Did they find the yatra, having a therapeutic value? What did the people feel? And how will it impact electorally in Manipur, especially?
See, like when we spoke to people on the ground, those who had gone there to attend the flag off on the first day of the yatra, they were saying this kind of message is needed. At least because all along the message was about divisive message which are being sent across through social media. This conflict is because of that. The atmosphere of polarization, hate that has been created in the society. The Manipur violence is the outcome of that. The poison which has been injected in the minds of people, um, pitted one community against another. So this kind of people are now saying that this kind of message will actually start detoxing. It will have detoxing effect. So people will start realizing that hate is not the solution. Love is the solution. So but see, election is a different ball game, because to win an election, you also need party organization. And in Northeast, because most of now almost all the chief ministers in BJP chief ministers are from the Congress. So they have all have defected from the Congress. So Congress has hardly any organizations left in this state. So they are rebuilding, and this kind of yatra also provide them the scope to rebuild the organization, because you can build organizations only through this kind of program. Party build their organizations by holding different programs. uh, this yatra is one of them.
Right.
uh,
So what I'm trying to understand from what you exactly was saying, that do I understand that Rahul Gandhi is basically trying to connect with the people, connect with the voters in Assam, but he himself is also not sure because the party is in a rebuilding stage, because the party cadres had got lost. So now he's trying to reconnect with the cadres, reconnect with the people. So the electoral outcome is not that significant when it comes to the
yeah.
yatra in Manipur or Nagaland.
Hello, I have
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Terry, I'll come back to you. Yes, Samir, you complete your point, then I'll go to Mr. Terry.
Yeah, this exactly, and his presence itself will enthuse the party workers, and it will rejuvenate them. So and boost their moral, because their moral is also down. Because uh, uh, so this yatra, that way you may not see immediate, because only 2-3 months are left for the election. So there may not be immediate impact
Right.
of the yatra electorally, but ideologically, yes, it's a big push.
Right.
And all this since 2014, actually no attempt has been made to counter this Hindutva ideology that has been pushed in this country. So for the first time, some efforts are being made through this yatras to counter the to project the counter narrative.
Right. Right. So if the yatra is ideological and the motive is ideological rather than electoral, Mr. Terry, if I may come to you and for the last word, how would you really summarize the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra in the Northeast so far, in Manipur, Nagaland? Now it is currently in Assam. From here it goes to Arunachal. So if you have to summarize the entire Northeast leg, how impactful has been the yatra in terms of ideology also?
If you have, we all have witnessed Mizoram electoral election. Only mathematicians will vote for BJP now in the Northeast. And in Manipur, Métis are not all like that. Métis are not all Rambai Tengol or Lipu Métis. They are not all with them. Is that Mohan Bhagwat wanted to galvanize Hindutva in the Northeast, and they have chosen Manipur and poor Biren Singh has to implement because he has 40 Vale people make this. So he has tried to club together the Métis, but every Métis is not like that. We also have Congress workers and they're thinkers, they're professors, the elite society of Métis. They don't like the elimination of Christian society or Kokizo people. Whatever they claim, they have been with us since independence. And therefore, the question of refugee, the question of migrant, I think, is not the answer or is not the reason. Now, therefore, with Rahul's visit twice, he has shown his concern. He wanted to solve. And only Congress can bring another solution, not with BJP in any form. Therefore, there will be impact, serious impact in both the assembly and parliament constituencies. That also is going to impact in Nagaland. I'm sure we are 95% Christian society in the rurals. Altogether, about 87% Christians are here in Nagaland. I think it will be madness of any Christian to vote for the way they are eliminating the Christians, persecuting Christian, burning over 400 churches. What is that for? What crime have the church building done against anybody? So there will be impact in the Northeast, especially Nagaland and Manipur.
Right.
Manipur also at least 30% are Christians.
Right. All right. So you're saying that it will have an impact in Nagaland and Manipur. Samir, last word to you very briefly that, say, for example, Rahul Gandhi's yatra is not entering Sikkim, but it does go to Arunachal and Meghalaya. Now, will this yatra have a cumulative effect on all the 7 states of the Northeast? If I may ask you the cumulative effect, will it have as far as the Lok Sabha elections are concerned?
See, Northeast, though we tend to put all the states under same bracket, but all the states' requirements, then aspirations, culture, everything is different. So it's not that automatically it will have a cascading effect. But generally, this kind of yatra, obviously, not only through Northeast, not only in Northeast, but in the entire country, it will have an impact, like the message which he is trying to spread. So, in terms of messaging, sending, sending out some for this thing, the narrative building, yes, it will have the impact, but electorally, it's very difficult to say, predict right now what will be the electoral impact because all the voting patterns, everything, then the organizational strength of the party will vary from state to state. So
Right.
it's very difficult to say, like
Right.
whether it will have a unilateral effect on all the states.
So we'll have to wait and watch as far as the outcomes of the yatra are concerned. But we have seen already that Rahul Gandhi's organizer, there has been an FIR against him. So when this yatra crosses the BJP ruled states, of course, we can expect a lot of bottlenecks, a lot of hurdles as to what all challenges can Rahul Gandhi face. But yes, how the yatra will be in West Bengal, that is also something very interesting to watch out when it enters Mamata Banerjee's state. So we'll have to wait and watch. But of course, the electoral outcomes, nobody can judge as of now. But yes, the yatra does seem to have an ideological outcome, which will have a positive impact in the long run. Thank you so much, Mr. Terry. Samir, it was wonderful having you on the program. Thank you so much. And one appeal to the viewers who are watching The Federal, subscribe to our channel, send us your feedback, and stay tuned to The Federal. Thank you.
Subscribe to The Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.